Hello everyone, this is Simper Gumby with Teen Scoop here to talk to you about my first place locals Son Goku Xeno deck profile. This is the Goku that no one's played. I don't know why. Some set 11. He has an auto burst 3. When this card attacks, add to one card from your hand, then draw a card. I almost always do that. Want to awaken super quick. When my life is 4 or less, I get to draw one, untap one. So as you can tell by King Vegeta, I like the draw one on top one. So I need cards in hand. I like having something just extra to do on my opponent's turn. On the backside, it's awesome. He's inherit double strike, so he gets a swing for double. A nice permanent too. Permanent is during my turn, this card gets plus 5,000 power for every 8 black battle cards in my warp, and we overrealm quite often. At least we attempt to overrealm quite often. And activate main once per turn. Place up the 4 black battle cards from my warp to my drop. Then I draw 1 card, which is great because I could swing, untap one, draw one. Swing, take a life, draw a card, awaken, untap one, draw one. And then during my swing, he's double strike already. And then at the end of my battle, I get to draw another card by his activate main. So first, we're getting to the Unison. Since my leader is a Black Saiyan, we're going to play 4 of the Pycon Savior from another time. This guy's awesome because he gets the +1 all my 1-drop battle cards, which is really good. And then as -3, he gets to play my big boy Union Fusion cards for my drop or my warp, which we are running 4 targets. 4 6-drop Unisons for my drop and my warp for this guy. And of course, with this leader, with this Unison, we have to run the promo. Since our leader is a Black Saiyan, we run 4 of the Supreme Kai of Time, Summoner from another dimension. She's awesome because we can send her from my warp to the bottom of my deck to play a Unison, mainly Pycon, well I guess only Pycon right now, to the field with 1 marker on it for free. So this is great because people sometimes kill them or we want to get them out early. We get a free Unison without even paying for it. And a lot of times in my opening hands, I would keep one of these just in case. And then I might keep a Pycon just in case, just so I can guarantee to have Unison by turn 1 or turn 2, because that -3 is diddly. And then with Pycon, he can only attack when he has 2 or more markers on him. He has to have 3 markers on Pycon to attack. So just remember that. But still not bad. Still a 15k buy they got to swing into. With that being said, some people leave Pycon untouched. They leave him at 1 marker. They want me to play the free Unison or the free Kai to play him out for free. So I punish them by playing Haru Shinshin's sister. She is a inherit double striker and plus 10k when I have Unison on board, a black one. So she's already a 15k double striker. And that plus on Pycon, she's a 25k double striker until the end of my opponent's turn. So that's a 25k double strike for 1 energy. Amazing. Next, we're going to get into our Xeno package. We're going to run, we only want 5, so might not be a lot, but 5 is good for us. We burst a lot already at the leader skill, and we overrealm a lot. Overrealm's going to be at the end of the video. So next, we're going to go and we play 3 of the Son Goku True Fighting Spirit. This is the one that has the flex. I can add a card from my life to my hand when I swing and get plus 10,000 power. And people like him because once per turn, when my opponent uses a counter skill, they have to warp a card from their hand. So it adds into our little tech card we got at the end of the video. And then next, we play 2 of the Son Goku Catastrophic Premonition. We like this because I like double strikes in this deck. I want to kill you quick, and they're low to the ground. So no violent raise for us. We're going 15k low to the ground, double strikes. So perfect. And he has an auto once per turn. When your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand, he gets plus 10,000 power until the end of your next turn. So if you want to draw a card from your +1 super combos, I got you. I'm gonna get another plus 10 on my turn. You want to do on your turn? I'll plus 10 on your turn. I'll be sending at 35k double strike to you. Don't worry about it. Just a 1 cost, easy money. But we want those guys in the drop, and they want them in the warp. So next we're going to go into the Vegeta Xeno package. We're playing 4 super combos. Simple, bottom 1, draw 2, love it. Synergize with the deck, lovely. So that's enough said about that. Then we play 1 of the Vegeta Catastrophic Premonition. This one, the shiny pre-release version. This one is unique and critical. So he adds to the 5 and 5 the Goku and Vegetas. This guy says once per turn, when your opponent plays a battle card with energy cards greater than the current energy, he gets plus 10,000 power until the end of your next turn. So he needs another 15k body with Pycon a 25k crit when they play a battle card higher than the current energy. It's just amazing. Or just a simple Pycon, turn 1, play him, 15k crit. Deal with it. Or don't. I don't care. I'm winning the game. Next, we're going to get into our 6th drop big boys. The Unison, the Union Fusion package. We're playing 1 of each. The Gogeta Fearless Fusion and the SS Gogeta Marvelous Might. So the SS Gogeta Fusion, he's the blocker. 16k blocker. I can, for 1 black, I can Union Fusion from my hand or from my warp, taking cards from my warp to my drop. Son Goku Xeno or Vegeta Xeno, and when he comes to the field, he can warp a 4 or less card, ignoring barrier. So this is our out to barrier, which is nice. It might be a one of, but we swing so much. What can 1 card barrier do for us? I mean, yeah, negates here and there, but they gotta survive the onslaught. Next, we're gonna play the other Union Fusion. The one with barrier, the SS Gogeta Marvelous Might. For 1 energy, he's the same thing. I can Union Fusion from my warp or my hand with the same Son Goku Xeno or Vegeta Xeno. But this guy has more aggression. He's a 20k body. I can swing with them, and then I can tap 1 on my activate main. I put this card at the bottom of my deck, and I can play a Son Goku Xeno or Vegeta Xeno. With cost of 1 from my drop or warp. So I can swing at them. Alright, cool. Tap 1, play a 1-drop Goku or Vegeta from my drop with the cost of 1. So we only have 1 Vegeta target, mind you, this guy, the crit guy, which is great. And we have 2 Goku targets, a double striker or 1 that's going to do the trigger the autos. Either way, it's great because usually we'll have Python on board. We can plus on Python, then make them 15Ks at minimum. Next, we're playing the expensive card, the SS Gogeta Thwarting the Dark Empire. He's pretty cool. I thought he wasn't that good at first, but I see why he's so expensive. He's a unique double striker, overrun for 6 for 1 black, which we usually won't do. We'll usually Union Fusion for 1 black. The same thing, they can fuse from the warp to the drop. But his great body has an auto. He's a double striker. Auto, when this card attacks, choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the warp. So it goes negates, autos, blocks. Swing, no negates, great. Auto, I'm going to go ahead and send your blocker to your warp, and you eat this double strike. So come get it. Next, we're playing the last tournament pack, winner stamp SS Gogeta Martial Melee. He has the same permanent. He can also fuse from the warp for 3 energy. The Son Goku Xeno or Vegeta Xeno. And this guy says once per turn, I can put 1 of those Son Goku Xeno or Vegeta Xenos from my warp to my drop, and switch this card to active mode. So it's pretty awesome to have multiple copies in your warp to do that effect. And what's pretty cool is Pycon. Pycon actually plays this guy with his -3. So Pycon's -3, you can play 1, 2, 3, or 4 targets for my warp or my drop. So it's pretty nice to have. That's why getting him in hand turn 3 is great. I tap 3 for Pycon. I'm going for game. Next, we got the tech cards. So we've only seen 1 tech card, which is the SS Gogeta that sends cards to warp. That and this Gogeta send cards to warp. But don't worry, there's more coming. We play the King Vegeta, A Kingdom Lost. So this guy's good because he's unique, double strike with barriers. So he's probably going to stick on the field. So for 2 energy, I can play this guy if my opponent has 3 or more cards in the warp, which they will by turn 2. They will have 3 or more cards in the warp. Just hear me out here. All right, at least by turn 3, but usually turn 2 they have at least 3 cards in warp, especially against black. Black win every game. So once per turn, when his card's in rest mode, when your opponent attacks a leader card, your opponent must choose one of the cards in the hand sent to the warp. You're just killing the hand, dude. You're killing the hand advantage with aggro attacks. They swing, you're gonna warp the card, dude. It's so amazing. And he's a double striker. He's a 19k, so they combo 1 card potentially. But on the Awakened side, that's 2 cards that combo out. And he's good on defense too. Next, little tech we play. We play 2 Hatchyak Hatred Everlasting. So this card's good because we stop bursting on our backside. So you want to stay on the front side as long as possible. Get that turn 1, burst 3. Turn 2, burst 3. Turn 4, burst 3. Get stuff in there. Turn 4, awaken. Turn 3, awaken. Then we play Hatchyak. I discard this guy from my hand to discard 2 more cards. You know, it's good. It fills the warp that we don't have to drop cards from my hand to fill the drop to do Overrealm. He also has a pretty cool advert main for 3, which I never use. I send back 3 back battle cards between powers of 3 and 7 from my drop to my deck, and I can play this guy from the field. He's a 25k, and he's almost a dual attacker because if he attacks a battle card, he gets to restand, which is pretty nice. Next is our Overrealm package. So I'm gonna be nice for y'all. I'm gonna go with the free Overrealm because I'm a cheap guy sometimes. We have the Trunks Time Regulator. This one is amazing. You want this card turn 1 because he gets to Overrealm for 3. He gets to draw you 2 cards and then you warp a card. So you want to he's a 50k body. So you want to Overrealm for 3. The card you want to send to your warp, lots of targets. You can send anything to warp because remember you play from the warp. So you want to send, you know, a 6-drop to the warp. Not ideal, but it's fine. But you ideally want to send the Unison from your hand to your warp because you want him in the warp to activate the Kai. Because Kai plays him from warp. To get him in warp, you have to burst him out, or they have to kill him, or you have to discard him to get him to warp, to Overrealm him to do this. So it just makes it even easier. The next card we play to do that is we play SS Tag Team Trunks. This card is slept on. I kid you not. It is so aggro. Free Overrealm, Overrealm 3 critical attacker. When this card is played using Overrealm, it gains crit for the turn. Activate battle. Choose 1 card in your hand and send it to your warp. Alright, cool, bet. I'll send this Pike on my warp. No problem. This card gets double strike for the... He's a double striker. It's great. Double striker, critical. Turn 1 even. It's nice. Next we'll play this guy. The Revive Ravener Vegeta. He's a free Overrealm for 3. He's a critical on top of that. And then when he's played Overrealm, he gets to burst 3 more cards. So those are the bait that I play 2-1. I think 1's good. I think 2 is probably better. But I like keeping numbers low. And until I see decks that deem him more worthy to come out sooner, I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this at 1. But it's awesome when he comes out. Next, we're going to play this expensive Mass Saiyan. He's Overrealm 6. But I play him just for his activate battle. I can tap a black, and I take no damage from this attack. So it's pretty amazing. So they go for double strike game. Oh my gosh, dude, it's great. So one time I played against my friend. He was going for game, right? I think I was at 3 life or 2. No, I was at 2 life. He's going for game. I hadn't awoken yet. I awakened and like untap 1, draw 1, and I tap 1 and played it and send this guy from my hand to my drop, and I take 1 damage and he comboed his hand out. I'm like, yeah, you might as well scoop now, guy. So it's great. Next, we're going to play the Secret Identity Mass Saiyan, Overrealm 6. You know what he does? Comes in, he warps the field, 6 or less. It's kind of nice because sometimes you can't warp enough stuff, or they play too many small bodies you don't care about. Just tap him for 6, warp them out, so you have less blockers to deal with, because blockers are annoying in this deck. You know, they're just annoying. Next, we're going into what we paid over him. We have one SS Barter, the Tenacious. This guy's Overrealm 6 for 1 black. When his cards play, you use an Overrealm. My opponent can only attack with battle cards once during their turn, and then I can't play copies the next turn. But still, a 25k buy that's going to guarantee you 1 battle card, a leader card, and maybe a Unison card swing to buy your turn. It's probably better than Topo. You know, it's nice. It's almost like a Nimbus. It's actually better than Nimbus because Nimbus they get 2 battle card swings, and you get a battle card to swing with it. What's better? You tell me. Next, probably the deck the card's gonna make the deck expensive but really good. We play 4 Demon God Demigra True Power Unleashed. Dark Overrealm for 5. For 2 energy. On play, he warps a card on the field. I draw a card. On swing, every time he's going to warp a card from that hand. So you want this guy turn 2. My turn 2 play is this guy. If it's not this guy, I'm probably playing lots of 1-drops with Pycon that tries to kill the board. But this guy is turn 2. He sticks. He's a 30k body. Good luck trying to get rid of this guy. And then with our black cards, we have to run some defense because we are black. We played 2 of the SS Tag Team Son Gohans. This card's good because when a black card is moved by a skill, such as Overrealm, such as Cynthia Warp, this guy gets to play. And when you look at that, he's a 15k blocker. And look at that. It synergizes. Look at that. Did y'all know that? I don't think y'all did. Perfect, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Then we're going to play 4 of the Kai, the 1-drop Kais. If I have 5 of those cards in hand, she becomes a 10k combo. She's good because she can get back to my hand with Power Burst, and we're aggro, so we can want to go in hard and we'll in fast. So we don't care if she's in warp. Just use that 10k combo. Next for our negates, we only play 5 negates. We're going to play a Power Burst. So we're playing 2 Power Burst. You know, we don't have a lot of cards in our drop per se, so we're going to play 2. We have more energy open for the most part. Then we're going to play 3 of the Kai. This is a new card. So she's good because for 1 energy, she negates the attack, she plays, and then she go ahead and warps a card in the field. So she essentially is going to stop 2 attacks. Negates 1, warps a battle card, and she plays. So she's another 5k swinger or 5k combo, which is nice. Lastly, we're going to play the SCRI of choice, the Supreme Kai. Yeah, the way to turn 3, my deck is so quick, I don't mind going to turn 3, turn 4. Because once she comes down, you won't have a Unison. And Unison's kind of hurt black because, you know, we don't aggro a lot. But this one, with all the double strikers, kills Unison quick. So that's the deck. We're going to get some gameplay here shortly. And let us know what you want to see, man. This is my first place locals deck. I pulled a Bojack winter card. So that's
a good day.
yeah, and that's why I don't have the other one, the other nice Goku. But all right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. I guess I would say don't send money, but donations are nice.
Oh my gosh.
Man. All right, guys, have a good one. Stay blessed. COVID sucks. Love you guys.
I'm just gonna work, that is my motive. I'm not gonna stop, this is my moment. I'm not gonna quit, that is a weakness. I'm just gonna execute, that is my purpose. I speak with attitude, hard cause the feeling I speak